Let us purchase 2 first-class tickets, please, to Dubai.
Dubai.
We need to get to the Dubai Film Festival. We've got a short sub-doc about the plight of the Iraqi people who live in Beverly Hills.
Okay, well, I have one flight left out to Dubai.
Judo! Ha! Deo! Neo! Daylight come and me want to go home. Oh. Okay, I think it's good. I hope so, because the last one sounded like shit. Okay. All right, Mr. Married Man, start podcasting. So the day after, the day of your wedding, Ryan says, we can do the podcast the next day. What'd your wife think of that shit?
Yeah. Well,
You let her know what it was about. Be like, this is my life.
this is driving up.
This is my art, man.
This is.
You don't respect my art?
Yeah, it's like we never miss a deadline. Every 2
I
weeks,
wanted to know,
religiously.
motherfucker.
Just don't look at our last release. Yeah, no, it was on the way. It was the day before the wedding, and we're driving up, and I was like, just thinking about our. I like to plan. I like to look at my calendar, and I see gaps, and I know I have shit to do. So I was like, we're about to leave for the Maldives on Saturday. Our wedding is done on Thursday. That means the only day to fit the podcast in and stay within the 2 week span is that Friday. So like, Jamie, this is perfect. Friday, I'll do the podcast with Kyle, and then afterwards, and I'm just going, right? I'm continuing through my list of shit that I think that I could fit in on Friday before, if we make it back quickly from the wedding, right? So we have to wake up, we have to leave quickly to make it back in time for the podcast. And then to be able to pack and leave on Saturday. And the entire time I'm talking, she's just staring at me. She's like, podcast? You want to do the podcast? And immediately I'm like, I'm just spitballing, just talking out my ass. I wasn't even thinking. Dude, legitimately for the next 36 hours, she'd be like, you want to do a podcast on Friday, Ryan?
Yeah.
You want to do a podcast? I'm like, I'm sorry.
She was laying down the fucking rules right
Yeah,
there.
well,
She's
it was
like-
stupid.
She's like, no, that shit's not happening. Just so you know.
No,
and I'm gonna joke about it.
It would have been honestly would have been like damn near impossible. I didn't realize how much shit. We didn't leave early on Friday. We had just a bunch of stuff to do.
You heard that all. Fucking Maldives, man.
Maldives, baby. Hut on the water, infinity pool over the ocean, buttons that would open up the blinds, multiple levels of blinds. You could do just blackout blinds. You could do just the sheer blinds. You could do the double doors. And then there's a lot of free shit in the room, right? Everything you see in the room's free.
5 blind settings, man.
There are a lot.
It's impressive.
But they put a bunch of stuff in there. It's all for free, except for the alcohol. Whereas like a 375 milliliter, what's a really tiny, like Jack Daniels? Is that 375? Yeah. Yeah, because this one here is next to me is a liter. 750 is like a standard handle, right? So 375 is like it's the size of like an ostrich egg. $750.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I tell Jay, I'm like, I don't know if we're drinking that much on this trip.
That's fucking $750
For Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Was there anywhere you could like buy booze and bring it?
No, so alcohol is illegal in the nation. So if you are a Maldivian, if you're part of the Maldives, first off, there's only like 50,000 of you that exist.
Yeah.
Right? So, and basically their only economy is tourism. It was once fishing when you could just fish from little boats and sell it to the neighboring islands and and just still live on your island. But obviously that's impossible now. So it's 100% tourism. Alcohol is illegal. So if you're a Maldivian, you can't go to town to buy alcohol. The only places where you can have alcohol are on the resorts. The resorts are the only place. So in the main city, no alcohol. Most of the people
So if you go to the bar, what's a drink cost you?
I'd say the average beer. First off, no IPAs, right? So
it's
all light beer. It's all light beer.
Bro, that sucks, man.
It does suck when because I'm like, what's for me personally the quickest way to get buzzed is having like 2 IPAs, 3 IPAs. I'm like, I'm good. I'd say $18 for a beer, and they're light beers.
Okay.
The average cocktail is probably like $32.
Well, I guess based on what the liquor prices are.
Yeah,
you know,
glass of wine's like 20 bucks for a glass of wine.
$750 for a small bottle.
Yeah.
I guess $18 a
Yeah.
beer isn't
Well,
so
I'll say
bad.
the average dinner was probably $200. Average meal was probably $150. So every entree was about $50.
Yeah.
But it was fucking amazing. The food was it was spectacular. I only had one thing, the Chinese restaurant. And Jamie forever has put Chinese food in her list of Asian foods very low. Now, I love Chinese food. I've always loved Chinese food. But she's like, it's just greasy and oily. I'm like, yeah, but it's delicious. But then I learned something, Kyle. So I went to a nice Italian restaurant on this island, right?
Yeah.
Italian. I went to a Lebanese. I went to Japanese. I went to what are the other ones? I went to a bunch. They're all spectacular, right? I'm like, oh, this is what the high-end version of Lebanese food, Italian food, and Japanese food tastes like. I had Wagyu beef. Japanese
Like
A5.
real fucking Wagyu beef.
Japanese A5. $130 for 5 little slices. I've never tasted anything like that in my life, though.
Really?
Ever. I'm dead serious. I was absolutely blown away. Never ate anything that tender.
Just kind of melt in your mouth.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the only thing they serve it with, a little side, there's like a little bit of like, what was it? Like a little bit of sea salt, a tiny bit of wasabi, and like a little bit of like this, like it's not green onion, but it's something like that. And you just sprinkle a little bit on your meat, and you just take a bite of it. It just, it was crazy. It's like an ice cube of meat.
Because isn't like Wagyu
Separate
beef,
sauce.
like Kobe beef, like Kobe is a place. And
Yeah.
they like, play classical music and massage the fucking cows and shit or whatever.
Well, that's also the same as like the Wagyu beef thing.
So what's the difference between those two?
So they live a lifestyle
Pampered
of doing
lifestyle.
nothing, and so they've heavily marbled meat.
Yeah.
It's super, super fatty, so it's super juicy.
Yeah.
You know,
Plumping
And-
them up.
Yeah, I guess they don't
Just like the
serve
witch did to the
Wagyu
ladies.
beef like as like you're not going to get like a 32-ounce Wagyu. You know, this is how it's served: little, tiny, thin strips, pre-cut. It's not even like a steak. I didn't know what to expect. I thought they're going to give me a steak, and I'm going to cut my steak up. No, they pre-cut my little slivers.
Yeah, they cut up one steak and served it to 5
Yeah,
people.
it was just so interesting, because like at the Italian place, we got some Italian food, but then I also got a ribeye, and it was delicious.
I mean, that shit's like gold, man.
Yeah,
For 3 little slices.
The five
$130.
slices. How many ounces was it? It was really small.
Like 3.5 ounces or something like that.
Yeah. You couldn't make a burger out of it, I'd say. Yeah, but
But
again,
it's for the fucking experience.
and again, I've best thing I've ever had, like
Yeah.
meat wise. But that's just all to go back to. So spectacular Japanese, Italian, Lebanese, Chinese restaurant, right? So there's only so many restaurants on this island. We are scheduled. You have to have your scheduled dinner. Your arashmiha, which is the local
Arashmiha.
term for like your butler. It's like second closest to the king is
Your
what the term
slave.
means or something, basically.
Garçon!
So I would just message this lady, and she would do anything.
Anything?
Careful. I'm like, hey, lady, back off. It's our honeymoon. And so one of our nights was scheduled at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And Jamie's like, I don't really want to go. I'm like, how do we not? I'm like, this is going to be, based on our other experiences, the best version of Chinese food. You are finally going to know. And I will know what great Chinese food tastes like. Not that much better than Pan Express. It's not that much better. And it was $240. You know what they were serving?
Yeah.
Orange chicken,
Kung Pao
cashew chicken,
Yeah.
dumplings. But like dumplings are good, right? But like
Yeah.
not $42 for 6 dumplings. It's
Did
pork.
it taste like they like rolled out this dough and they put the
No,
blood, sweat, and
no.
tears into
No,
it?
you know what I
Or
realized?
did it remind you of like the frozen deep fried
did.
thing you get at
It
TGI
did.
Fridays?
Well, that's just it. Like you go to Pan Express, it's a huge bowl. It's $13, and you're gonna be full. But you know what I realized? I'm like, maybe the ingredients here are spectacular. Maybe whatever ingredients in this is unbelievable. But you're coating it in so much oil and sauce, it doesn't matter. You might as well give me cheap frozen food because it's covered in sauce.
Yeah.
Like, and that's when I'm like, we bitched for like 2 days, like just off and on about that
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant. And that's what made me finally come to grips to be like, I love Chinese food, but it only can exist for me in a cheap, like,
I don't know.
I'm not going to go to
Like,
an expensive Chinese
Have you ever
place.
done Mr. Chow's
No.
in LA? Like it's supposed to be like the fucking titties McVitties of Chinese food. I think it's Chinese food. Yeah, I believe it's Chinese food.
Probably.
I want to
Maybe.
go, man. Because even if you go to, you've been to what is the main PF Chang's, right?
Yeah.
But I'm
No,
just...
and it's good.
PF
but like,
Chang's is good.
But
man.
I'm like, it's still, you can
That-
only
it
charge so
feels
much
like
money.
a step above fucking, Grand Panda for
Of
sure.
course. I love Grand Panda. But you know what Grand Panda's entrees are? Like $15, $16.
I like pickup sticks too.
I
That
do,
shit's
yeah,
good.
it's good.
That's good shit.
Yeah. But yeah, so other than that one experience, everything else was spectacular. Got body scrub wrap massages. Went on 2 snorkeling trips. We just biked the island, swam a lot,
Yeah.
drank a very little amount because it was too expensive. But yeah, it was spectacular. The water was so warm, like weirdly warm. Warmer, much warmer than Hawaii. It was like the Philippines.
Yeah, it's probably where the location's just like the Gulf of Mexico's warm. And I think it's just in that kind of like that little bubble,
Yeah. Well, it was
So,
great.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring something up to you. I did something today.
What'd you do?
Jamie was like, we took Skipper out last night walking, and his feet. She's like, Jamie's like, his feet are dirty. We need to really start wiping his feet. And I was like, you know what? I get it, because we put a white sheet on our bed, and as soon
And
as
you let
Skipper
the dog
jumps
on
in
the bed.
there's little paw prints, like very faint, but they're there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I always said, I'm like, that's ridiculous, because like I've always had carpet growing up, and it's there. You just don't see it.
Yeah.
And so
And that shit's going to build up. You're going to see it eventually.
yeah. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You're right. So we went to the store and bought baby wipes. And now we bring him in for the walks. We wipe his paws. And yet last night, the other reason Jamie wanted to get it is because Skipper took a shit. And I don't know if they
It's a good bottle, isn't
You're going
it?
to keep chewing on that?
Yeah, that's hard.
And he took a dump, but he kind of started freaking out because it, like
Hair.
Yeah, it was stuck in there.
Yeah.
And so Jamie had to put the poop bag over her hand and pull some of it out.
Yeah. Done that plenty of times.
Yeah, of course. And so she wiped his ass. She
Yeah.
wiped his ass to the butt wipe. And I'd always say, because Jamie's whole family wipes their dogs' asses. I'm like, that is disgusting and weird. Why?
Every time?
Every time.
I think they're pretty efficient at getting it out without the...
Yeah, that whole slices
Yeah.
off like a machine, dude. I never see poop on his butt.
Yeah.
Can you imagine but then again,
The thing is if you wipe, just like,
I could wipe right now and there'd be residue.
and there's going to be a little bit.
There'd be a little poop.
There's going to be a little bit.
For sure.
You got to, I just come to terms with it. When I own a dog, I'm like, I'm just going to be rolling in piss and shit. And I love this fucking dog, and I'm going to let
Yeah.
him sleep in the fucking bed.
Yeah.
And it's my fucking dog, and I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
So,
Well, today I wiped his paws and I was
I'm
like,
also lazy,
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
You know what I mean? It's
For
like,
sure.
I got to wipe his ass every fucking
Yeah.
time. It's like, I get if he's got the shits. Now, if Bullet in Cleveland had the shits, I would always
give him a little once
give
over.
a little, because I don't, I let him on the bed and shit.
There's
But
a
not-
little poop is okay, but
If
you don't
it's
want
just wet shits only,
Yeah.
But if
Well,
it's nice, solid,
the
regular
thing is,
shit,
I was wiping his feet today, and then I'm like, I've done his front paws. I just did 2 back paws. I'm holding his back leg. I'm like, your asshole's right there. And so I scrubbed his little butthole.
Yeah.
I did. I washed his
You gotta
butthole.
be a good daddy and scrub his ass.
I did. I did. I told Jamie in the car, I texted her, and then she told me, she's like, I'm so proud of you. She's like, you know what? He needed that. He needs that. It's good. You're being a good daddy.
Does he? Oh, he liked it when Daddy did
He
that.
did
huh?
like it,
He
yeah.
turned around. He's like,
But I was like, all right, so was we? She's like, because she said something along the lines of well, we need it, you and me, we need our butts wiped. So why would he need his butt wiped? And I was like, well, what other
like,
things?
are you saying you'll wipe my butt?
Yeah, but I'm like,
Like, if,
we need to wipe our butts. Yeah, I agree. So
sitting there with
maybe
your
we should
pants
watch
down,
this.
be like, I'm ready, honey. Go ahead.
It's an option. It's an option.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack.
No, but I'm just like, well, how farther does that go? Because if we're gonna say all the things I need are the things Skipper needs, it's like, all right, I wipe my ass, I should wipe Skipper's ass. Like, would it be okay? Like, does he need to be jerked off?
I would.
Like, is that healthy
That
for
is
him?
the next step.
That is the
right?
next step. Like, I wiped his asshole today.
I don't know which one's worth technically. Jerking him off, or
Is it? Let me ask you this: if you
do
let
you
your
think
dog,
Skipper would appreciate it?
I think he would actually like it a little bit.
Skipper
Yeah,
would
I think he would like it.
I think Skipper's in love with you.
But like, is it any different? Is me jerking him off any different than him? And he doesn't do this, by the way. But like, if let's just say he was a humper and I was to let him hump my leg till he jizzed on my pants, like, is that any different than me
Like, if
jerking him
you're-
off? Like the
that's-
indifference?
I don't know. For some reason, that's even creepier to. Like, if you're like, I guess if you're jerking off, you're like blatantly doing that. But if you let your dog just like hump your leg till completion, there's something weirder.
You
about
gotta like
that
it, right?
to
Because
me.
then he's kind of humping you.
Yeah, like, are
Yeah.
you just like, I'm sick of fucking telling him to get off me.
Does
I'm
it
just gonna
eventually? Do you just
I'll let him hurry up and finish so he stops humping
like
me.
at some point? Do you get out of the shower? You lay down.
If
You
I
let
don't
your
let him
dog
get
hump
it out
you?
of his system, he's gonna do it all fucking day. Like
Do you think there will be a time? Do you think the day will come where someone's allowed to marry and have sex with their pet?
man, I feel like this shit's already happened.
Don't you think like that's why?
Because I think there is, a lot of places have like laws against that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that goes by a state to state basis. I don't know what they're
think
doing
it's
in
only
Arkansas and
because
Alabama.
It's only because
No
I
offense,
think
Arkansas,
animal cruelty. I think it's animal cruelty. But what if you only let your dog fuck you? How cruel is that to the dog to let your dog bang you?
I think they need to send out a state representative to observe and make sure that the animal's enjoying themselves.
Where's the dog lobby fighting for dogs' rights?
That's what our fucking tax dollars should be going to.
I don't know.
Be like, is that a smile? Look, he's smiling. He's wagging his tail. He likes it.
Well, because I don't know. I just
You shouldn't fuck your animals.
you shouldn't.
people.
No, I'm not saying you should,
Yeah.
but I could just see that one day happening. Because again,
Dude,
You look at some of
dude, I'm telling you, man, people have been fucking animals for a long time.
of course
And I'm
they
sure
have.
there's somebody out there in the past and in the present that have either had some type of ceremony. I don't know about a legitimate ceremony. I don't know if they, they can file their taxes jointly or not. But, there's somebody out there married to their fucking baboon or whatever the
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. But like, you tell me if you like jerk off a donkey and a donkey likes it. Like, where's the cruelty in that? Like, who are you to say that the donkey doesn't like it?
Well, I think, there's a lot, there's a...
Is it like
because you
fucking
have-
with a kid? Is it the same thing?
Because
Like
you
they
have
don't
power
know.
over that donkey. Just like
Do you?
Harvey Weinstein
Do
had
you?
power over those actresses.
Yeah. Well,
Hashtag hee-haw, too.
well, so like what do they say? Dogs like the mind of like a 2-year-old, right? So I guess it'd be like the
It'd be
same
like-
idea.
yeah.
You
And
this
don't
2-year-old
even say-
say.
Don't even say
I'm not gonna.
That's
I'm
not what this program
I'm not gonna
about.
go there. But I'm like, what if a 2-year-old was to be like,
I love him. I love him.
Yeah.
Be like, look,
Dude, this is getting bad. This is so bad. Okay. Yeah.
let's transition.
That would... What if like it's like you've been fucking your animal and then they develop the technology where you can actually speak to your animal? Oh. And then your
Are
animal-
they upset?
Yeah, and
possibly?
then your animal's just like, what the fuck?
Well, that's
Everything
why I'm
was
like-
cool. You're feeding me every day. We're going on walks. It's like, the first couple times maybe it was okay.
Yeah, it's like we were just experimenting.
Yeah.
We're just kind of free, but like it's not.
You just go to somebody's house and hear, what's that? It's like, oh, it's just my dog. Is he hurting you?
Staying on the dog thing, just real quick. We brought Skipper's toys. We brought his bunny, and it's not his bunny. That was Jamie's bunny from my mom for Easter. It's a human toy, right? It's a human stuffed animal toy.
Gotcha.
That
Not
thing
made-
doesn't have one hole in it. He has been ripping at that
Oh,
thing
so
for
he-
2 months. Well, no, since April, and he has yet to be able to put a hole in that thing. I will go.
Maybe he's intentional. Maybe he just likes it.
No, dude. No, it's the quality of the dog toys. Like, they want him to fuck him up.
Of
I'm
course,
telling you.
yeah.
And it makes sense, right?
And whenever they make the tough kind of dog toys, they're always like the worst. Like they're not soft
not even
and fluffy.
pleasant.
Like, yeah, they're never.
They're like, oh, it squeaks. I'm like, yeah, if you jump on
Yeah,
it.
but it's fucking nylon rope.
yeah, and it's got
like-
those hard little plastic nipples all over it. Nobody wants that.
And no, yeah, who makes those the hard plastic fucking dog toys? I've never had a dog that liked.
You know what?
those
No,
things.
I've been to friends' houses, big dogs who will have that, and they just chew them. I'm like, is that plastic? What is that? They're ingesting some of it.
Of course they are.
I'm like,
They're like, yeah, but he's a dog. So.
yeah, it was bloody shits. They always shit blood. Your dog didn't shit blood? I don't know. That's also the family who were nudists.
Yeah, I think.
So,
Oh, let's talk about them.
well,
The family.
they were also swingers. Yeah, the parents were
Like
nudists.
with the children.
Once the middle son told his parents, "I want to be nudist," they were so excited they called my parents, who could give two shits about that. Right? My parents are nudists.
Jason wants to be a nudist.
Yeah.
He always knew he had it in him.
Dude, they called so excited. My mom was like, Great.
I don't. You know what? To me, it's just like I can't. Like I like whatever bullshit excuse they have for just be like, I'm getting one with Nate. It's to me. I'm just like, nah, that shit's sexual, bro.
You want to see people naked, dude?
You want to see? It's sexual as fuck.
Yeah.
It's. Don't tell me it's not.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's not.
Fuck you.
And that's why your son wants to be a nudist because he wants to get some pussy.
Well, they were swingers. The parents are swingers. They'd have their other nudist friends over. Nudists. They go in the jacuzzi, and this is what I was told by my family.
Yeah.
Because I believe they were invited to participate. However, that dialogue happens without it being that straightforward or direct.
Do you think the son like fucked one of Mama's friends or something like that?
Ooh, interesting.
That probably happened, and that's why he wants to be a fucking.
It's like, this is great.
But at the same time, I think it's great that people do that. I think people should be more comfortable with their sexuality.
Well, that's just it. I'm like, my first thought of like, what's the positive of your kid saying like, I think I want to be a nudist. I'm like, all right, you are not going to grow up clearly that insecure, like, right?
Yeah.
Or you're not going to be like mortally concerned with your appearance if you're willing to get naked in front of people. Just
I think there's
shed all cover.
I think only positivity is going to come out of it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Unless like, they just, again, no, even if you want to fucking look at naked people, like they probably want to look at you naked too. Just appreciate each other's nakedness.
Yeah.
Like in Europe, it's less of a thing. It's less taboo.
Yeah.
You'll have nudity on regular television over there.
Yeah.
We're the prude country. Well,
I don't even know. I don't understand.
In terms of Western
it's amazing
cultures.
to me because it's like the shit you can see like on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Regular TV. It's like you can see somebody get stabbed and like maimed to death.
Well, we
But
here,
God forbid you see a fucking tit, or a dick, we're like, no.
oh, dude,
No
dicks are
dicks.
hard no, dude.
No
soft
dicks.
no and hard no. Yeah, no, it's true, and that's like recent. I remember growing up, you would see boobs all the time. If it was a rated R movie, what do you 30% chance of seeing boobs? At least 30%,
That's half
right?
the
For
reason
red.
people went to the movies back then.
Yes, to see a boob the size of like an SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like
You gotta
dicks.
understand, there wasn't, when I was, kind of growing up, the internet really wasn't, a big fucking thing. And it certainly wasn't handheld. Internet was like a room in your house.
That's
that
true.
You went to.
So your masturbation was like dedicated to a space in the home. Whereas now you can you can masturbate on the run. You can have it in your
Literally-
left hand anywhere you want.
Do you think that's something that's like a possibility?
Uh,
running?
Yeah, I bet
and
you I could do
masturbating
that.
at the
I think
same
I could do
time?
that. Yeah, I could do that.
Like in Finnish?
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I think I could do that. You know what? I'll try. I'll try in the next week.
I don't know.
I don't know where. I'm going to run around my room. Where am I going to run?
You got a treadmill.
No, I don't.
You got to go to 24-hour fitness at like 3 a.m. Just sitting there. There's Ryan.
like-
Oh, shit. Somebody.
No, it's not. It's for the podcast. It's for the podcast.
I'm trying to make content, goddammit. Which, by the way, if you did do that and you did post it somewhere, I would hope you'd get,
I think
100 views. Maybe
I'm
100
getting
views on that
for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I truly think
That
this
might be the thing that takes this to the next level, Bo.
Ooh, jerking off on a treadmill at 3 in the morning.
You jerking off on me.
Me jerking off on a treadmill. Yeah, you're right.
I'm old. I'm 38.
That's even more impressive.
I'm
though.
38.
When's the last? I don't go on treadmills. You don't go on treadmills either.
Obviously.
No, you're looking svelte. You're looking much thinner.
Yeah, they call me because they used to call me Fat Thor. They're like, "Well, we can't really call you Fat Thor." I'm like, "Just call me Loose Thor."
That's funny. Well, no, but like the jerking off getting some views. I have a feeling we should do this. We should start an OnlyFans and just show our asses. We just squish our asses up against each other.
Yeah, we'd be sex workers.
Yeah, and just to see. I'm just curious. Like we don't have a name, so people wouldn't be searching us. But like, I've never even looked at OnlyFans, so I don't understand how it looks.
My ass like sucks. Like I said, inside of my butt cheeks a little discolored.
Oh yeah, you don't need to spread it.
It doesn't look very good.
We can't give it up all in the first post.
Just spreading.
You got to pay extra for that. Yeah.
Wink. But I mean, if you
So
want
the rings of Saturn in there.
I mean, if you want to get that paper,
just to see, like, wouldn't it be interesting if like what we made an extra $200 a week showing our ass cheeks?
I think
our ass.
Yeah, then we're like 2 steps away from just jerking each other off. You're like, we're making money, goddammit.
Yeah, sure, $200 to the ass. Someone's like, I'll give you $1,000. You flick his dick. It's like, it's just a flick, Kyle. It's just
man.
a flick. And then it's like $100,000. You stick your finger in his ass. I'm like, Kyle, I'm gonna stick my finger in your ass.
It's $100,000. I would totally.
And then someone says $1 million and just I shit in your face. Would you do that?
$1 $1 million bucks?
Yeah. See, it all started with
man.
no. You wouldn't do it. That's good.
Like, yeah, directly on it.
Directly
Nah.
on it, of course. But I can't.
Well, I'm saying like you know put like, cellophane or something.
no, straight on your face. It's gonna land where it lands.
No,
You can plug your nose though. Close your eyes if you want.
no.
You know what's funny? And it all started with just showing our ass cheeks, and that's what will happen. I'll shit on your face.
It's
That's
a
where we'll
natural
eventually end
progression.
up. Yes.
Yeah. We're fucking donkeys jerking
But
each
though,
other off.
honestly though, no matter what, I might shit on your face
no,
for.
it's just a gag, man.
Isn't it funny? Like I would probably shit on your face for $1 million, but like I would not.
You would shit on my face for $1 million. I would shit on your face for $1 million.
Hey, don't do that.
If I'm the one doing the shitting, of course.
Yeah.
If fucking what was the McAfee guy or whatever?
Oh yeah. What
where
would he do?
He would. Well, oh, you didn't hear that shit?
No.
His ass would get in. He would have these ladies get in a hammock above him, and he had a little hole in the hammock, and they would shit on him.
What?
Yeah, and he would eat it.
What?
He liked to eat it. Yeah.
What? Are you
Yeah,
serious? So Pat
seriously.
McAfee, like one of the biggest freaking
Yeah.
YouTube podcast guys. What?
No, the guy that made the antivirus software.
Oh, that McAfee.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
And
a
he
very
ran away
popular-
to like he was somewhere in Costa Rica, and apparently he killed his neighbor. I think
Jesus.
they found him dead or something like that.
Well, he probably got it from eating bad shit.
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
there's
that
like
would
a
do
documentary
it.
on
Can you get?
Netflix.
Is that even food poisoning? Can you call that food poisoning?
If you die from eating shit?
Eating someone's shit?
I mean, if you eat it, then ergo it's food, ergo.
you die from
I guess
it?
eating arsenic wouldn't be like food poisoning.
That's
like
true.
you got food poisoning. Well, it was arsenic.
At what point is it considered food? Does it have to take up a percentage of your diet to
It's
be then
recycled
considered food?
Food at that
That's
point.
true. Maybe he was just very conscious of the environment.
You know, I think people have incorporated like urine and shit into food before.
Oh, I'm sure that's a thing in other places. It's probably
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Who knows? It might be in your backyard.
I feel like it'd be way more palatable to eat like a really hard turd, like a hard turd over a soft turd. I feel like I could bustle down a hard turd,
I could. I concur.
right?
I concur.
But then you got to chew more versus just slurping
yeah,
it
but
down.
the slopping it down, like I couldn't get
You'd
over
rather
the
eat it
vomit.
with a fork than a spoon.
I couldn't do it. I just constantly vomit. I could not, and then
No.
we'd be puking on each other. We'd have shit
Dude,
on our
we
faces.
get so much money though. Think of all the
That's true.
money.
That's true. Let's talk about the money.
I know.
How much money are we doing this for?
Which part?
So, okay. Well, this is where we need to start writing this shit down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for shit on eating
gotta have our
dry
rates.
dry turd eating price.
Dry turd?
What do we charge somebody?
Are we eating? Were we,
We
eating?
both, and that's 2 dry turds. Look,
Wait, are we splitting
and
a
if it's your
turd?
first dry turd experience, it's 2 for 1. Otherwise, it's
Wait, are we eating their turd? Are we eating each other's turds?
each other's?
I can never guarantee you a solid turd. I will never be able to do that.
It's probably better eating your turds.
That's an impossible.
You eat
bet.
a lot of vegetables and shit, a lot of fiber.
I do, but it doesn't. Like they come out like soft medium, like rare plus. That's what my turds are, rare plus.
Soft medium. Mine's like probably like a little more.
If it was like a steak, what would it be cooked at?
I don't know if that's a good analogy, but we'll just go with rare.
Oh, all right, yeah.
It gets a little sloppy.
A little bit.
But no, dry turd price. I think we should start at I don't know. We'll say 250,000.
That's fair. I was thinking 100,000, but I'm like, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all these people right now.
That's why. Yeah, I think so. 250,000, and this is just agree on a size. I would say, like when you poop those little kind of like turd balls.
Oh yeah,
It's one of those.
yeah, like a musket ball.
Yeah, like a cheese
20,
ball.
like a
cheese ball size.
Yeah,
like a Whopper.
like a 45 caliber turd. I don't know how
Like
big
a
that is.
bullet?
No, but I think remember like Civil War, like the Revolutionary War. I think their calibers were like 50 caliber balls. That's how they rated
Yeah.
them or something like that. That's what I'm picturing. Like
Those, yeah,
a musket ball.
musket ball.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think at $250,000 for the dry turd. I think for the wet turd, I'm gonna up that shit to at least I'm gonna say 450,000.
Let's just clean
We'll just do
500,000.
500,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you want us to eat the turd while getting fucked by a donkey and jerking each other off,
100,000.
100,000.
Deal. I'm sold.
At least that time we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah. Well, again, you just can't judge people, man.
Is that the moral? That's the moral.
It is.
You can't judge people, man.
It is because, like, you think of all the dumb shit people do for money. It's like, what the fuck do you care if someone's willing to pay them for it? You know,
Honestly,
what the fuck do you care?
That's how I feel about
Blame
it.
the people paying for it.
As long as it ain't doing no harm to people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the donkey thing was just a joke.
The donkey's
okay?
fucking you. I don't understand why we're worried about the donkey.
Unless you're forcing that donkey's donkey penis inside yourself.
Now, I've never seen a donkey show, but I bet you if we looked it up, they'd probably just bring the chick out and have her bend over, and the donkey.
It's probably awful.
It's probably awful.
It's awful.
I don't want to see it.
I've
seen a lot of horrible shit online that I could literally roll through.
Right?
Like a
Yeah.
Rolodex.
Like I seen Rotten.com and shit when I was younger, and just all watched Faces of Death. I'm good. I'm still fucking scarred by that
I don't
shit.
need to see, asshole of death.
I don't know why when I was younger, I was just like, I'm
Curiosity,
an evil little
dude.
kid, and I listen to metal music, so I was just like, I love this shit. And then deep down inside, I'm like, this shit scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. No, it's and honestly, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that is a primarily male thing to look up just people dying on the internet.
Oh, for sure.
I fucking guarantee you
it is because
I tell you right now, I know Jamie's never looked at anything. I'm pretty sure if she looks at porn, it's gonna be like, which she doesn't. She never has, never will. But if she does, it would probably be like
unicorn
love making in a prairie or something.
What's up with all the prairie porn out there,
I don't
man?
know.
Come on, man.
It's
You
out
got
there.
Fields of wheat and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Under a willow tree, you know?
No, but like again, so many of the things of like what's allowed, what's not allowed is kind of arbitrary. Maybe not all of it, but like let's just say
I don't know if it's arbitrary.
No, not that's not the right term, but like ages for sure are right because like did you know that in California? So I looked up who was I with? I was with someone who was talking about their family and they made some sort of joke, and I was like, oh, just see, you can sleep with your cousin in these states. And I was like, actually, which states are they? And, California, you can legally marry and have sex with your first cousin. There are states where you can have sex with your first cousin,
You can't marry
but
him.
you can't marry him. How funny is that?
I think that's ridiculous. I feel like that was like some dumb happy compromise they came with. Be like, all right, you can fuck your cousin, but you just can't marry him. Be like,
That ain't
God
right.
damn it, man.
That ain't right.
Yeah, I ain't right. How come?
Why are we just guessing they're from the South?
Yeah, Jesus. How come they ain't storming the Capitol for that?
But then California, right? California's kind of all over the map. Like it's 18 for age of consent, but you can bang your. So it's like choice, but not choice, right? Like so, but I think most states you can have sex at 16. Legal age of consent at 16, which is insanity. When I was 15, I was like, fucking duh. I'm an adult. I should be able to do what I want. And now I look at 16-year-olds. I'm like, you're an idiot. I was an idiot. You're an idiot.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think I was an idiot.
That's a complete constant, folks.
Yeah, but again, it's just a made-up number. 16, yeah.
When's the last time you listened to a teenager talk for 5 minutes?
You know what? Actually,
Every now and again, I'm completely surprised. By a kid, but
you know what the best is when a kid is like not trying to impress you, right? If they're just being like casual, like chit chatter,
being regular.
Yes,
I think that's something that I think
As
like
adults
most
too,
kids.
though.
It's like, look, I understand you're trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
You're trying out some different stuff, but at the end of the day, the best thing to do is just be regular.
Be normal.
Yeah,
Be normal.
Because
your normal.
Be like, I'm not your fucking parent. I
Yeah.
don't think you're cute, and I'm not going to give you any attention.
Yeah, no extra benefit
Yeah.
of the doubt for me, right? Just I'm like, and I'm not. I don't. Just give me just enough. Just enough.
Yeah.
And
Your parents got to laugh at your stupid jokes. I don't. I don't think you're clever either.
that's a recent thing of mine. Last 3 years, where I no longer feel the need as often to laugh at people's jokes when they're not funny. My fake laugh has lost some of its edge.
I don't remember you ever being good at that.
No, I don't think I ever did it too much, but like there was definitely a time.
You have always look. You're a very expressive person, and you see this shit in your eyes. And when you don't like something, you think you're being like slick, but you're not. Your eyes are like, "Whoa." Complete 360 with the fucking balls.
You know what though? I will say, recently in my life, I'm not even in situations. Like I feel like I'm very rarely in those positions in life now where I even have to experience that. Like my circle is so defined, and like very few people end up really flowing in and out of there too often. It's just because of how busy everyone is, right? And like even my what I do for work in general, I don't engage with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I have limited my ability, thank God, to have to pretend to be interested in people's just hogwash. You know, my biggest exposure to idiots nowadays is on the road driving. That's when I experience most idiots. Like on my daily life, walking around grocery store, I put my headphones in. I don't say shit to anybody. You know, when I go out and do things, I hardly talk to anybody. Just my friends, and I like my friends, even though I roll my eyes at some of them.
That's honestly that's the culture here.
Yeah,
and you kind of grew up in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit different. Like, say you go to like a kind of smaller town in fucking Alabama and shit, where you go to the store and you have like a relationship with the. And see, I've always been that type of person.
Yeah,
Well,
because you've built one up with your local guy.
I got a relationship with a guy at the smoke shop.
Yep.
But I actually look. There's benefits to this. I go in there sometimes and he hands me weed and shit. Oh, I got this good weed. Here, try some. I'm like, just gives me a free eighth of weed and shit. I go to the liquor store. Guy knows me. You know, I get little deals and stuff.
No,
I'm supporting my local businesses.
No, I feel you. I've tried to do that at the Mexican joint Las Alicias where we went to because I swear
I'm just trying not to be so goddamn cynical all the time because it's so easy to just be like, and that's something I've tried to work on, like at the road rage shit. Like everybody's a fucking idiot. I can't take them, and I'm trying to kind of like calm that down a little bit.
You know what it is? Don't you ever feel like, are you able to just let those emotions out through the use of your horn? Because that's what I do, right? Like someone's doing something like. I almost got like 2 accidents in one day, both from people just being complete idiots. Like, you know, I was behind a guy, and I wasn't tailgating, but like I had to get behind him in the lane before the intersection came up. So I was like kind of close to him. The light was green. It turned yellow. As soon as it turned yellow, he slammed on his brakes, which I had to slam on my brakes. We literally sat at this light. I laid on my horn. We sat at this light for like 2 seconds, and then he drove through the yellow. That's how quickly we went from green to yellow to stop to go that he made it through the yellow after stopping. I was like, what was that? Like, he must have been looking down and just saw yellow.
You just gotta, out here, because driving out here is it's just different. It's different than going anywhere else. I don't care if you're driving on freeways all the time. It's just a fucking shit show out here. And people, dude, it's like every dumb fucking thing a person can do in a car, just expect that's going to happen on the way to work.
Oh,
Every fucking dumb thing.
Yeah, but you know what you use? You let your horn be your. I just. Lean
I don't know about the horn thing because I'm trying not to piss these crazy sumbitches off out here. But I mean, I'm very much. I do use the horn when it's appropriate. When somebody almost hits me, I'm going to use my horn.
Oh, let me ask you this: I used my horn on the way over here. Okay.
Okay.
I was going through the light.
Yep.
No one else is gonna know where this is, but it's a reference for you. But I'm going through the intersection. I'm coming and past like through Sierra Highway from Soledad, right? The 7-Eleven's on the right side there. There's that little break in the median on the left side that is only meant for people to turn left from the other side of the road into the 7-Eleven. That is not meant for people to go for the parking lot on the right side to cut through the median to go back down. That's not what it's for.
Yeah.
So I saw a van. I'm like approaching the intersection. I'm driving slow, like always, and he drives across the lanes to go through that. Not even close to being to impeding my driving, right?
Yeah.
And I never felt that I was in danger. But I was like, criminal! And so I laid my horn down on him just to let him know that I caught him. I saw what you did, buddy. You know what you did, and I know what you did.
I don't think they did.
You don't think they knew what they did?
No.
There's a fucking huge sign that says no left turn.
I still don't think they thought. I think people are just so goddamn fucking oblivious. Dude, like here, pulling out of this street, and you pull out, you can get in the median because there's usually traffic. So you gotta kind of pull
always
out,
live in the median,
and then pull into traffic. So you get people trying to pull into the plaza right here, but I'm like in the median.
Oh.
So they like turn because they want to turn like 3 miles before the fucking thing, driving in the median.
Yeah.
I get these motherfuckers honking at me.
Really?
Because I'm in. Yeah.
Well, they're idiots.
Yeah, dude.
Well, you're only allowed to be shared left-hand turn lane. You're only allowed to be in that. Like once you enter into it, technically you have to like have turned out within like a certain number of feet. It's a relatively short distance, meaning you can't use it as a lane. Essentially, like that's the whole purpose of it. But you know what? That person in that car, he probably told us, "This fucking idiot, man! I'm telling you, he sat right in the middle of the middle lane. You know that middle lane where you can go both ways? You know? He said, right in the middle of that lane and blocked me.
This is block me. I was going that way. And then he's right there in front of me. And I can't go that way, which I'm trying to go to. And you are in the way of me getting to the place.
And his sister wife was like, yeah, baby, you're right. He's an idiot. You're so hot, baby. Yeah. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I always think about that in any circumstance where like there's a moment of non-direct conflict and engagement. I'm like, when something happens, I'm always like, that person is telling their version of the story, and it's fucking completely different. You're the idiot in this story.
Oh, yeah, they're telling the wrong version of the fucking story is what the fucking version
it's like, I know I was right.
Look, and the thing is, and the fact of the matter is I'm right. I'm right. And I'm telling you people that I'm right because I drive for a fucking living and I go everywhere and I see all the worst driving. I drive on the 405, the 101, all the fucking roads. Okay?
Hey,
I've seen it all.
Hey, I'm also right a lot. Jamie's like, you're not always right. I'm like, yeah, but
except
I am
for your
most of the time.
I don't hit the brake policy. I just fucking go from 70 miles an hour to 65 miles an hour to fucking. No. You don't just hit the
I do not use my brakes a lot. I don't. I leave so much bloody space between me and the car in front of me that I don't have to because I just take my foot off the brake and then
When's
roll.
the last time you changed your brakes in your car?
You know, I've only changed the brakes in a car I've owned one time in my life. One time. Mm-hmm. And I've never been told I had to until this one time. So I've driven for 15 years.
Because when you pull up and it's like...
No, it was like I would hit the brakes and be like... Wah, 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 wah. Like, is there a problem here?
Well, now it's like you always drive like a assortment of like 4 different vehicles. And I'm like, where do these cars
I do. I drive
from?
A lot of cars and they're all on the brink of death. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, you got like 5 cars and they're all like pieces of shit.
They're all pieces of shit.
And I'm like, where do they come from?
Yeah, and maybe that's why I've never had a brake job because I've never had a car for more than 5 years.
Yeah,
because I think a brake should last you 5 years, right?
Wait, you had Ethel for
never changed the brakes. I had her for like 10 years, dude. No, 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
I mean,
20.
that was the majority of your driving career there.
Yeah, for sure. Majority of my time driving. Yeah, you're right. It was Ethel. Never changed the brakes. Never had an issue with the brakes.
Buick Century, isn't that what it was?
Yeah. It was a nice car. It's comfy.
It was.
I like that car. Yeah.
Buicks are fucking, hey, bro.
I fucking like Buicks.
Buicks are what's up, man. They're luxury, just like them Cadillacs, man. Especially
the size of this bottle.
Yeah, I see you fucking.
This is
your wedding handle.
This was the only bottle left from the wedding.
Well,
only whiskey bottle.
There were some drunk ass fucking people at your wedding.
There were. So. Well, I had pulled people up to the wedding because I needed to know because you Bevmo has a calculator. I'm like, they don't know your people because you type in, it'll say wine, liquor, beer, right? And there's a sliding a scale that adjusts to when you move wine. It's just
like a degree of alcoholic.
Yeah, well, no, it's you get your 100%, but like if you think 40% of the drinks order will be liquor, it'll then auto adjust the average for the beer and wine consumption based on wherever the fuck they get their numbers from. But then you can obviously put it in. So I was just guessing.
I would do majority liquor.
We did.
It just makes,
We didn't end up with a whole lot of beer left. We ended up with 2 cases of Modelo and a box of seltzers. That's pretty good, right? We ended up with 1 not even full bottle of Jameson. We ended up with 8 tequila bottles. And when I asked people, everybody was saying they were going to drink the tequila. Everyone.
Nobody drank tequila?
Fucking not nearly as much, maybe, because I designed the Gandalf's fireworks, the Jameson drink, and she designed the Hakuna cocktail with tequila. And hers sounded better, had guava and all this crazy cool shit in there. Mine sounded pretty basic.
What was yours?
It was lemon, triple sec, or lemonade, triple sec. Like one other thing. Jamie's was like, what's this? Oh, simple
syrup.
Simple syrup.
Yeah, it's just
guava,
sugar water,
muddled strawberries, and something else. Yeah, how much better does that sound, right? And for whatever reason, Gandalf's fireworks, dude, went off with a blast. It was by far the most popular.
What? But I think not everybody likes fruity. And the thing about fruity drinks, it's not something that you're gonna drink. Like I would have one of her drinks and then finish the night drinking the whiskey fucking triple sec shit.
That's true.
Because that's just me. Like I like whiskey sours. And that's kind of like what that is a whiskey sour, in a way.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So so we now have the one bottle of Jameson left, and so much. I was going to give them out to people. I don't drink tequila,
Yeah.
So just give those out to people. But
God damn it. If only I was drinking. I could have got some free booze, man.
Free booze, baby.
Maybe I'll
Would've
start
been
drinking
yours.
just to get some free booze.
Chantel, it's free.
I think Chantel don't fucking... She don't drink, man.
Yeah.
Tomorrow she's supposed to get drunk. We're supposed to celebrate.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, celebrate the job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is a pre-celebration. They're going to finish that bottle of champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Champagne is
That's
like
gone.
the easiest thing to drink on the
That's
planet.
gone.
That's going to be gone by the time we get out of here.
We've been here for 45 minutes. That's gone.
Yeah. Well, I could put back some champagne, dude. Like,
Dude, I love me some fucking some champagne. I wonder if they have non-alcoholic fucking champagne.
yeah, apple cider.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's right.
I fucking
Martinelli's,
love
bro.
apple cider, dude.
But yes, Martinelli's with some fucking OJ.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, honestly, something about champagne, like when I'm drinking whiskey, when I'm drinking beer, I start getting kind of, like I could feel it kind of slowing me down a little bit. Whiskey, actually I don't really feel about whiskey, but I don't get like oh my God, that's delicious, typically from whiskey. But champagne, I can fucking...
Whiskey's like, I'm gonna shed blood at some point, which will probably just be like either just banging myself into some object or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and champagne. Yeah, have you ever done champagne? You do a little champagne with like a liquor of your choice and orange juice.
Well, I like sometimes you go to flights
A
and they'll
dirty
get a little
mimosa,
creative.
I think is what they call it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad, he calls them, they're dirty Coronas. Get a Corona with a shot of, I think might just be either tequila or like a lemon vodka in your Corona.
Lemon vodka makes sense.
Yeah.
Give me a lime vodka. That's
or
the
like
move.
a lime vodka.
Well, that's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
That's a big thing with that was happening with seltzers because seltzers blew up, and
Yeah, that kind of went. Woo!
yeah, it flamed out, dude. It flamed out, and you know what I was asking myself? I was like, my seltzers came out for me out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But I'm behind the eight ball on everything that's coming out. That's going to
Yeah.
be the trendy thing. I'm late to every party, dude.
Gotcha.
Late to every party.
Behind the eight
Musically,
ball? Is that what they say?
isn't that the term?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
You never,
Maybe I
I'm
feel like it
certain
sounds
that that's
familiar.
right. Yeah, yeah. I'm behind the train. I'm late to the party. There we go.
I got you because you can't see what the eight ball is saying
Yeah.
to you. Whatever
Yeah.
the fortune it's giving you. or
I
whatever
don't
it's
know.
telling you.
I don't know if that's
you
what
shake
it
it
means.
and be like, what's tomorrow gonna be like? And it says maybe.
Yeah, it's like you'll see. And so like whether it's musically, the only thing I feel like I'm not like that typically is movies, but like with alcohol, I'm like I was so late to the IPA world, dude. And
Didn't I get you on the IPA train?
yeah,
with them
for
skull
sure,
pins?
for
Yeah.
sure you did. Yeah. And then the seltzers, they start showing up at parties.
2 beers. We'd go out to fucking Lucille's and have 2 fucking beers and be like, God, I'm fucked up.
I
man."
know. Well, because for a year and a half we'd
Well,
go there
they'd
and
be
have
like,
5.
They'd be like, because they would say it like this: "Do you want the pint or the 22 ounce?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Well, I want the one that you were really excited about."
Yeah.
right there. That's the one I
Always
want.
the bigger one.
Yeah,
Always
the biggest.
Actually, I honestly, for probably the first time in 5 years, ordered the smaller of the 2 options recently. I can't even remember last time I took the smaller of whatever the 2 drinking options
Yeah.
were, and I don't know why did I do that. Why did I do that? I think it was because it was hot as balls. I was gonna sit outside. I'm like, this shit is not gonna be cold by the time I get to the bottom of it. That's the one downside with the big ass.
Oh, gotcha.
beers.
So you're like, I'll do the 212.
I'm like, I'm gonna get 3
Yeah.
rather than 2.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I did. But yeah, so seltzers, they start popping up at parties. I saw commercials, White Claws. What the fuck are White Claws? And I say taste at parties. I'm like, oh, these are delicious.
Yeah.
I love them. I don't give a shit what people say. I think most people would admit that they like them. because-
They came out a long time ago. It was called Zima, motherfuckers.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
come
true.
on.
That's true.
The original fucking alcoholic seltzer.
Zima was just ahead of its time, man, by about 25 years. But like, I was like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? And I was like, is it kombucha? Is it kombucha beer?
I've seen the kombucha beer.
It's the freaking. It's the
sour-
liquors in a can, dude. That's the new thing
Yeah,
for sure.
The drinks in the can.
Mai Tai in
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
can.
The thing is they every time I've had those, it tastes like fucking garbage. If they can just make those taste good,
I
you know?
I don't like them.
no,
I don't like 'em.
Apparently, Coca-Cola is coming out with Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels. Or I
It
believe
totally
it's
makes
Jack
sense.
Daniels, but it's going to be a Coca-Cola product that has alcohol in it.
Wow, that's a trip.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be. Well, no, I'm not sure it's gonna be good. But actually, I had yesterday, 2 days ago, I went to the movie theaters, and Regal. I'm assuming trying to cut costs because they're just trying to cut costs. They switched from Coke to Pepsi as like their soda. Coke 100% costs more, right? It just does for Regal to put out there.
I mean, maybe you see Pepsi a lot of places, so maybe that's right.
I guarantee you, Pepsi costs them less to shelve than Coke. Coke is just way more popular. And so whenever I see a company using Pepsi, I'm like, you're cutting corners with the soda, dude.
Is that what you think? I've never even thought of it that way.
That's what I think. Like we'll look. That's
you know what? I'm curious about that. Maybe that's the thing because maybe Coke costs like 3 cents more, and they're like, if I'm gonna fucking
it has to, dude. Why would you switch it?
Because it's better.
It's not better.
Everybody knows Coke's better.
Oh, dude, yeah. So I got the Diet Pepsi, and I was like, I enjoyed
Pepsi
it.
prefers out there, you stupid motherfuckers.
I know a person who
those are the people
Coke.
driving like assholes in the streets.
Pepsi people.
Fucking Pepsi people.
Yeah, I got a Diet Pepsi, and I was like, it's good, but I'm like, it does not have the zing of a Diet Coke at all, dude. I'm like,
Get
Diet
that
Coke
fucking
hit
bite.
you.
Just,
dude, that acidic burn.
Just feel that arsenic on the tip of your tongue. Just be like, this shit's good, man.
But yeah, so liquor in a can. That's what's happening. That's the new move, and I won't be jumping on that train.
You ever seen the Buzz Balls?
Yes. Well,
I asked about those. I was like, does anybody buy these motherfuckers? And they're like, oh, these people sell the crap out of them.
Really?
Like, really?
There's certain things at like the liquor store that's always covered in dust. It's like the dick ones, the ones that are shaped like dicks.
Especially out here, bro. There's so many like small ass like mom pop liquor stores.
I was telling Jamie down the way over here, like, we passed 5 liquor stores. That's crazy.
It's a lot of fucking little liquor stores, man.
Yeah. And I love me a quality liquor store, but those are few and far between.
No,
for sure, dude.
You know what? I will say, like, there's the now we're just talking the La Casina up the street on Sierra Highway, like heading towards like Golden Valley.
The new liquor store up there.
Yeah, that's actually they got fucking shit there. They got
Do
types
they?
Of shit, yeah.
I was thinking like that. I drove by them like that's got to be a nice liquor store, right? I'm like it's literally brand new. You don't open
It's decent.
brand new building.
The guy got fucking shot too. Someone
you
tried to
serious?
rob him, yeah, and apparently I
shit.
think the guy like chased him out, but I think either the guy working there got shot, but he's all right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. If you get shot and be like pretty much totally fine.
Yeah, I mean at that
That's
point,
a good story.
I guess it's a good story, but maybe,
No, it all has to come together. You have to be completely fine.
He's probably a little traumatized too, but
Oh, that's true.
he's already showed off that bullet wound to people.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
for
bro,
sure.
I got shot, man. Fucking.
I mean,
But I'd be rethinking my job choices.
But like, if he got shot and like skinned his arm, he still got shot, right? So like, I feel like if you got a ricochet or if it skinned you or like clean out of like the edge of the shoulder, there should be a different term.
If I owned a
You should
liquor
get the same
store,
credit.
it would close at 4:30. I'm just like
You're gonna be out of business.
I would just honestly, it's just because it's like you wonder why they don't stay open late. It's like nobody wants people coming into their liquor store at 1 o'clock in the morning to get more booze. 100% they're going to be drunk. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be an asshole, and 100% it's going to be more than one fucking person.
I feel like a reasonable last call for a liquor store is like 9 p.m. I feel like that's a reasonable last call.
Yeah.
Like,
I think by 9,
you should have already.
And I've already been on the other side of this. Like I'm like driving drunk, looking for a 7-Eleven. I quit drinking.
7-Elevens are always the move, though.
Looking for a 7-Eleven that I can buy, and then you go to the 7-Eleven and they lock the fucking shit early.
Really?
There's a few of these. There's a place in Valencia. They locked them at like 10.
Wait, the
Locked
store?
the beer coolers. Yeah, I don't know if it was just some like
People
it was their
grabbing them and running out the door? Or?
No, it was like their fucking no. They wouldn't let you buy it.
Really?
It was like their fucking.
It's like, what else are you
prerogative.
selling? Who else is coming here at 2 in the morning?
Well, it's gas station.
Oh, that's true.
Buy smokes.
That's true.
But I was like, why wouldn't you? But I think it's probably.
I'm like,
because
now
of
you're
that.
just gonna have the drunk guy who came in on 50-50 on robbing you. He's 100% gonna rob you now.
Yeah.
Now he's angry.
Yeah,
No.
now he can't get his booze, man.
Yeah. Now he's just gonna have to break the glass.
Oh.
I've always thought like Jamie's family like we went over there. She called him. We need to go over there to grab her desk and a couple other things, which we did. And we didn't have a key to their house.
Yeah.
And it's 100% locked like Fort Knox. Everything's locked except for one way to get in there, which I won't say, and I can break in there every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Anyways, but they're all, James, can you just leave a door unlocked or put a key outside? It was like a 3-minute like back and forth between her and them. It's like, it's going to be an hour. they're so concerned with someone breaking into their house, which I guess can be a reasonable fear. But I'm like, how likely is it? Like their garage door, right? There's 2 doors to get into the garage: the side door and the garage door, right? Yeah. Let's say the side door's locked and the garage door is just shut. There's no way to get past those unless you break that door. Mm-hmm. Then the next door into the house is locked.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll get there with only a garage door opener and that door's locked. I'm like, you got to imagine that if the person is willing to break past the first barrier into your home, they're then committed. Why lock the second door? That is only ever an inconvenience to me. The only person.
I don't know. Like, I've always been weird about that. I double check the locks. I'm like
really?
OCD about it at night. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I checked it 3 times. Definitely checked it 3 times.
Rain Manning, everything.
But I'm serious. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if something happened, like when I was younger, I was just like, I'm fearful, and I think like if somebody comes in, what would I do? I lay like at night, I'll kind of wake up and kind of like look.
Really?
If I hear a noise in the living room, I shoot up out of bed.
And nothing's ever happened to you, like in the past.
I mean, maybe when I was younger, I think because something happened where my mom was chased, and we ended up moving from a city because of the whole situation. It's a little too personal, so I don't want to put my mom shit on blast. Yeah. But it was, and I was kind of thinking, I'm like, maybe it was something like that. Maybe something happened there, because I don't think I got all the information about what happened, because it's just recently I was kind of told some details. The fact that we moved, I didn't remember that.
It's a recent thing.
I was like 4.
Oh wow!
I remember that shit being crazy there too. So it was like my first memories. Yeah.
Well, I am particularly not cautious, and a lot of that does come from my family. Whereas we grew up, front door was literally always unlocked. Always unlocked. I never came home and didn't just open the front door. My friends would just walk into my front door.
You've always been that way, and all of your friends are just like, you should stop doing it.
I know. Well, it wasn't until Bree started living with us.
This motherfucker would go out, to the restaurant and, in fucking San Fernando Valley and, like, throw his wallet on the fucking table. And fucking just like, I'm like, bro, the confidence you have is just.
Well, it only took a couple people to shatter that, so I'm not like that anymore.
Oh, man. They call it the caucasity.
You know what? Though? The only reason I'm conscious of it at my house more so now is because Bree lives there and she's like, look, I'm here. Please just be extra attentive. I was like, all right, that's fair. I should do that.
Yeah.
I should do that. I'm not worried.
Yeah, please lock the front door because there's 2 other people that are super paranoid. Matt's locking those doors.
Oh, he does. Matt locks his bathroom door and his bedroom door when he's in there.
I know.
Like, Matt, no one's coming in here to tickle you when you're sleeping.
Maybe you got tickled as a kid. It's like your bathroom is on the main level where everybody hangs out. You can leave that fucking thing unlocked. Everybody's knees are fucked up because they got to walk up 9 flights of stairs to your bathroom.
That's true.
In your bathroom, well, it's your bathroom.
You don't like it?
Well, it's a little dirty.
What are you talking about? It's dirty.
Your bathroom's fucking dirty. Is Jamie living with you? Has she said anything about it?
She's dirtier than I am. You heard it here first, folks. Clean constantly. You talking like the sink area?
Just the toilet. Like, when's the last time you actually cleaned the?
I did it today, actually.
I
swear to God.
I did it today.
No, I swear to God, because I did cleaning today. I swept the whole house, mopped the whole house.
So you got all the little shit fucking stains in the bowl.
Yeah. Well, no, I just put the blue water in there, and then
But you don't take the brush
not
on
today.
the inside.
No, I didn't do it today, but I did clean the whole toilet seat, the rim of the toilet seat, the under of the toilet seat. I did that.
When's the last time you cleaned the base of the toilet?
Not too often. The base, like the outside, underneath base?
Yeah, just the bottom part of the toilet.
On the outside?
Yeah, on the outside.
That's not often.
Have you ever done that?
I have, 100% I've done that.
Yeah. Okay.
When I go on these cleaning sprees. I was on a cleaning spree today. We painted my whole bedroom. Our bedroom.
Is that a thing?
It is.
Like, this is ours now. And I noticed, like, you come over with the computer and some magic cards. I'm like, this is
no.
This shit needs to go.
No, well, I don't fucking use them, and I just figured you'd appreciate them. I was going to throw that out, but I know it's a really fucking nice computer.
Bro, I appreciate the magic cards. That's always exciting for me.
Yeah, and sleeves. I got you sleeves, too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so But like honestly, we basically emptied out the whole room. I threw out. So I am a habitual thrower outer of all of the things.
Oh, really? You're like the fucking haven't used it for a year. We'll throw it
Dude,
out.
no. If I'm doing cleaning, if I look at it, I'll give it a quick kiss. If it's something sentimental, like a picture of a relative, and I'll just fucking throw it in the trash. Because like I'm like, what am I gonna have? Just endless pictures on my walls.
Dude, I can reach into this closet right here and grab something that I had in my room when I was 15 years old.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Like, I'm just that type of person.
I get that.
That's why when you said about the computer, I'm like, and Chantel even yesterday was like, are you going to, what she said today, are you going to use what are you going to do with it? And I was just like, I'm going to, and then I like walked out the door or something like that.
Dude, you could put it next, dude, you know what I would do? I'd put it next to your TV, link it to your TV with an HDMI.
I was
and then
thinking
fucking you can stream fucking infinite, movies to your TV, like illegally stream, and then you could do computer gaming on your
we could
television.
illegally
That's
stream
the move.
so much shit, dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you
back
do
in the
shit.
day, and this is all hypothetical joke shit.
We would never do
FBI.
this.
We would never do this. But back in the day, fucking kick-ass torrents, bro. Fucking downloading everything.
yeah.
All the music. I had so many fucking burnt CDs, hypothetically, of other people's fucking music and shit like that.
Do you own any music right now? Like, do you have access to?
Hell yeah. I have tangible media all over the fucking place. In vinyl.
Oh, that's true.
CDs. And I used to have a cassette tape collection.
Wow.
I sold that before I came here.
Oh, you did?
And now that shit's probably worth a lot more than.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because all that old collectible.
There's someone in St. Rita right now, by the way, selling like 3,000 records. Their entire garage is a collector's room of records.
Oh, really?
So if you're interested in.
Dude, honestly, I like the records that I have, and I love them all.
Yeah.
But, at some point, I'm kind of like, unless I can display them, which I've been thinking about that, kind of like building like a wall thing, because I'd like to kind of like just do
almost like a
an
shelf.
entire wall.
Yeah.
Just all records that you could grab and play, not just mount,
Well, it's like, have you seen my place? Since it's been changed quite a bit?
No, the last time I was at your place is when we put in that little trim for your fucking countertop.
Oh, I had a guy fix that.
You
whole
did?
space, yeah.
Okay.
For the
What
most part.
happened? What did he do?
He fucking
He
cut
jacked
the
it up?
whole face. He cut the whole face of that off and fabricated a new board and put it in there.
Yeah.
Looks
I
great.
knew, honestly, it was like...
We would have fucked it up, dude.
And
Jamie,
I was talking to my dad the other day about like quartz countertops and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and he was telling me like the dishwashers, they all come with these little mounting brackets that you got to drill into. And he goes, yeah, this customer's got this fucking quartz countertop. I ain't fucking drilling in that quartz. I'm gonna end up breaking it. And I was just thinking, as soon as he said that, I'm thinking about, yeah, Ryan wanted to get like 3 metal jacks and start trying to jack this thing up. I'm like,
dude, you know what's funny? Jamie uses that as a reference for me. She's like,
to stop and think.
yeah. She's like, Ryan, you seem to just jump into things sometimes. And remember that time with Kyle, and then he told you that you were not thinking things through. I'm like, yeah, Jamie, I was there. I get it.
You definitely, and like I
she's
said,
right, and
you're
I
a
accept
go-getter, bro. You are a go-getter, but
I need my reins pulled. Dude. I need it.
You got that.
That's what she does for me. Yeah, you're the male version of that. Except for we're we don't blow each other yet.
Yeah, we certainly talked about it.
We did.
How we would do it, how long we would do it.
One lick,
Dude,
10,000.
I just, as you look off in the distance and envision it,
It's tough.
just think about
It's a
it.
tough thing to think about.
I can see my man bun just.
Yuck!
Ah, scratchy beard.
Oh, you see what I'm doing right now, though? It's like this is growing out a little bit, but I'm gonna keep this at about a 2, 1 to 2.
That's the
side
look,
beard.
man. That's kind of what I
And
like
I'm gonna
to do.
grow my mustache out and just leave this a little bit longer down the middle.
That's what I do.
Because I'm like, I want to do the swirly mustache again, but I can't. I do not want to do the full beard and then shave it just to the mustache. So I'm gonna keep this with the swirly. I'm gonna grow the swirly out. That's the
Dude,
move.
do the swirly.
Yeah, I am. That's what I'm doing. Committed to it.
Honestly, I want to just do like only mustache.
Really? Wow, that'd be shocking to see. You have not been beardless in forever. The fuck.
Well, the thing is, I got a good double chin under here,
Do you?
so this is kind of like
Are you sure?
dude. If I cut my shit, bro, I just I look like
Well, it hides it well then,
Little fat
because
kid.
you would never know.
yeah.
If you shaved your whole face,
it's not gonna look right.
I want to see it. Oh, I want to see it.
You did see it
For the wedding?
when I first started
Oh, yeah.
with AT&T.
Yeah, but you weren't that fat then.
Yeah,
You weren't at your fattest.
not at my fattest, but I was still fat. I was still 250, 60 pounds.
Were you really?
Hell yeah,
You hide that weight so well.
that's what
You
people
have
say.
dense bones or something.
No, it's just
Just dense muscle.
I don't think so.
Hey, you won the we did in the when we were in training at AT&T, we did an arm wrestling competition, and it came down to you and me, and you won. You beat everyone there. You were the champion, and we did it multiple times.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that quickly would change. Like right now, if I were to arm wrestle you, you're gonna tear me.
I
up.
don't think so. I think you'd still win.
No.
You have some hidden like secret powers, dude.
No, motherfucker, you're like fucking. I don't know. You're not hitting the gym like you used to when you're trying to be like, I'm trying to be 200 muscle, bro.
Yeah, but I was also single. There's a little like a slight extra motivation there.
Yeah.
You know?
And you just gotta stay where you're at, man. You're healthy.
I'm happy now. I'm good. I can do all the things I want to do. I have random soft tissue
Bro,
injuries, but what are you gonna do?
You're about to travel. You're about to go to goddamn Japan. I'm pretty
Fuck yeah,
sure you're a
dude.
fucking secret. This guy goes around the world fixing gates.
Yeah. I just
don't
fixing
believe that
gate.
shit.
You know, all I need is a Phillips.
I don't fucking believe this. Here he comes with his screwdriver. And they're like, there's the guy that's gonna fix it. And he comes over and he goes, all done. Now I'm back to California from fucking Japan.
You know what? You know what it tells me, honestly, how much bullshit money is written into these giant general
Contracts that they
contractor contracts.
Yeah.
That's what it tells me. I'm like, why would they pay for this? Like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Suckers. Again, when you're playing with numbers that are that big, you know, an extra a tenth of a percent increase is tens of thousands of dollars. Like that covers, you know, me and all the workers to be there.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. By the way, the fact that our last one we did this, actually the last one we did, that came off of a pretty significant delay. Our last podcast. We were a month in between our.
By the way, the podcast has been postponed by Ryan getting fucking married.
That really is why though, right? Like
It is.
I was willing to do
It
it
is.
the day after my wedding, but then selfishly, Jamie wouldn't let me.
I don't know if this shit's gonna work, dude.
Yeah, doesn't she know what I love? But yeah, so like we're gonna be back on schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not fair to say? Right?
Yeah, I am down. I like doing podcasts with you. It's super fun.
And I was in Yosemite. Two of the guys I was with. One of them, my brother-in-law.
You got something sharp? Oh, you know what? Are those scissors right there?
Yep.
Give me those scissors. Just throw those scissors at me.
Those are so little. Those are like
Cute.
yeah.
I can cut anything with it. Let me see.
That cup that they were in was so small. There's a Buddha-ish looking.
That's a squirrel.
No, the green pen.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a monk.
Yeah, we got
You have
that
a pencil, a highlighter, and scissors.
Got that at the gift shop at Pismo Beach.
Oh shit, son!
Mm-hmm. That's right, because I travel too. And while you were out gallivanting the planet, I saw motherfucking Primus, bitch. What?
I
And
saw.
And you know what everybody was doing? Oh, I saw Primus. I saw Maxwell in Inglewood. I saw fucking Marlon Wayans in L.A.
Wow, look
I
at
saw Amanda Seals in fucking L.A. too.
Perks of living in the area, right?
What's that?
Perks of living in the area.
Perks of living, dude.
I mean, just being that close to all the
Honestly,
acts.
I like fucking living here. There's so much fucking cool shit to do on any night.
You know, it takes a while again to adjust. Well, for you, the cost of living. I've lived it my whole life, so I'm like, this just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know. So for me, I'm like, yeah, it's expensive, but I'm like, it's always fucking been expensive. Like I just know. It's not shocking. It's not like jumping into cold water. I'm
If
the
you just
frog
want to sit
in
in your
the pot,
fucking
dude.
house all goddamn day, then it's stupid to live here.
It really. Oh no, 100%. If you're a homebody, if you're shut in, why are you here?
Yeah, because
Seriously.
you're surrounded by 11 million fucking people.
Yeah, and you're not taking advantage. Like you're paying so much more, and you're paying for the things you're not taking advantage of. Like if you're someone who doesn't go out ever.
Yeah.
And you're like, all I like to do is go to a local restaurant and stay at home and watch TV. I'm like, move to a state where it's, your mortgage is $1,100, your rent is $600.
Which
Like,
is
I don't
becoming
get
more
it.
and more fucking scarce. Because even looking like Minnesota and fucking like,
You got to go to
Idaho
like
and shit like that.
You got to go to like Kentucky or
Yeah, Kentucky's like the place to fucking go. It's like the one last cheap place to. Kentucky and Bakersfield.
yeah. Well, actually, Bakersfield's popping now. They had a
Yeah.
huge last 2 years of young people because young people couldn't find homes anywhere else, and so they moved to Bakersfield. And so a lot of startups, it's supposed to be like stinky Silicon Valley. Is like it's
Sticky Silicon
yeah.
Valley.
So a lot of people move there.
and that's not just because it's like lower income. It means there's cow shit everywhere.
It literally
in
smells like
Bakersfield.
cow-
It smells like shit.
The entire city. But yeah, so it's grown a lot, and a lot of young people have moved there, and a lot of new businesses are there. I don't
Yeah,
care
I
unless they
actually
move all the cows out. I wouldn't move there.
I talked to fucking, shout out to Safe Light. Safe Light out there replacing windshields and shit. This podcast brought to you by Safe Light.
Safe Light.
So, yeah, I was talking to a guy, and he lived in Bakersfield. And that's what he said. He goes, right, they just built this Amazon facility next to my house and shit. Yeah, so a lot of all the desert areas out here it's popping off for a couple reasons. For one, it's the only affordable fucking place to live out here.
Yeah, well,
The desert.
but it's not
Palmdale
like
or
going to Lake LA. Like, it's cheap there, but there's nothing there. At least Bakersfield, like, it's a pretty big town.
Yeah, there's shit to do.
Palmdale. I don't know if Palmdale's. I feel like it had its moment to pop, and it just was too shitty. And it's
property
the stigma
values.
around it is, yeah, they've gone up like they have everywhere. But like, you don't hear about anybody moving to Palmdale.
Yeah, well, but you know they all fucking live there.
That's
Because,
true.
I mean, they're all
You see
coming
that
down the
traffic coming to
14,
14.
dude.
Where are all these people? How do you work at Starbucks in Los Angeles and afford to live here? They don't.
They
live
don't.
in Palmdale.
They don't live there, folks.
Yeah. Every single place
Yeah.
you go to in LA to order food,
They all live in Palmdale.
they live in Palmdale. They drive 4 hours a day.
They drive 75 hours a day
Yeah.
from Palmdale to
So
your
be
fucking
nicer.
local Starbucks.
Yeah, be nicer to your
and you're
going
to be a cunt
Yeah.
because they didn't put fucking low-fat almond milk in your fucking drink. You cunts.
I think that's legit, right? I mean, there's a fucking like 5-lane dragon of cars going as far as you can
Good.
see,
It's a good description.
and in the mornings, and they're all going that direction. Not a freaking car is going to Palmdale. I'm like,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, they got the people going to Palmdale, or your fucking the people that work at like Lockheed Martin and all the top secret fucking military shit.
yeah, you got all the 2007 like Tauruses and Honda Civics driving south, and then you got all the Teslas driving north.
Yeah, dude, everybody getting work out there, man. Like I said, I've driven past the Skunk Works out there in Palmdale, and I saw this plane fucking coming in, man, and it gets near the Skunk Works building, and it's a big plane, like not a small plane, and then just sits there and fucking hovers,
Whoa!
like in front of the Skunk Works place. I wanted
You
to
would
get
have
out
thought
of
that
my
was an
van and
alien.
stop, because I'm just like, I didn't know they had planes that big that could just hover there like that.
Dude, you know what? I bet you if it was at night and that shit was dicking around, you would think it was an alien.
Alien for sure. Well, I also saw the what is it? The B-51 or whatever bomber.
B-52.
Is that the one that looks like a Batwing?
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, those
Saw
are a
that
trip
and
to
two
see, right?
That and 2 fighter jets
Whoa!
flying in the morning, and that's when I was living here, and you saw the 2 fighter jets, and it catches your eye because it's big.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. Because you see pictures of it, you're like, oh, what's it, like a big jet? No,
Yeah.
it's gigantic. It takes
Yeah.
nukes, or it can take nukes.
Yeah.
But
That's what it was for.
Yeah, but like, those are up there. When I was working in San Diego, I was working at a military base, and I was driving back and forth to like buy supplies at like this. Doesn't matter what it was, but I would pass for the same exit. I would have to
Let me
exit.
stop you right there.
Yeah.
What you just did there, I appreciate it though. So, when people tell a story, and this will be real quick, people tell a story and they get like hung up on the detail of like, it's like, oh, we were at a 7-Eleven, or maybe it was a Circle K. Was it 7-Eleven? Jim, was it a 7-Eleven or a Circle K? Jim. We'll just say it's 7-Eleven. I hate people that do that when they tell a story. It's like, that doesn't fucking matter.
It does not matter.
Just say pick one.
There's only so many details in a story
tell
that
the
actually.
fucking story.
Dude, it was just recently. I was telling a story. I don't remember any of the details of it, but I remember I started to tell the story, and Jamie immediately cut to like the reveal, like the big reveal. And I looked at her, I'm like, Jamie, there's an artistry to the release of that information. I have to build it up. You didn't give me time to build up the reveal.
And be like, and there was Tom Cruise. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, essentially that's what happened for sure.
It's like, God,
it killed me, dude. It killed me. That's like, who is it? My mother's a wonderful storyteller. I think I got it from her. My dad has gotten better, but he also gets bogged down in the details. My little brother is the worst person to tell a story next to, who is pervy. Privy.
Different things.
Whiskey! Privy to the details, because like he will be the one.
He's pervy to the details. Don't worry, my brother's pervy to the details. Be like, what does that mean?
No, but if my mom's telling a story, he'll constantly try to interrupt her to be like, he would be the one to be like, no, it was the Circle K. And it's like, shut the fuck up, Connor. You know, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he's that guy.
He is that
and
guy.
he's got a little smirk on his face while he says it. Be like, you know what?
That's not how it happened. It's like, this is better.
Connor.
Yeah. He's also become, he's not a great storyteller, but he's a wonderful listener of stories, which is a skill in and of itself.
Have you quizzed him after the story? If he's not
is he paying attention? Yeah, he always seems to pay
he's good
attention.
at making you think that he's paying attention.
I will say Jamie has many superpowers in terms of relationship superpowers.
Yeah.
But paying attention to a story all the way through and being able to relay the details, that's not one of them.
I'm not very good. Honestly, I'm not a very good story. I've realized, like, I want to be a good storyteller, but I suck at it.
No, but you have the, you're like the band that has all the passion in the world and the energy, but no timing.
Yeah. Like he just puts his heart into it. Look at his face. He's sweating like a motherfucker.
He loves it, so we should love it.
We should love it too. Bless his heart. You say shit like that. That honestly is a good metaphor. I feel like that person all the time, most of the time. It's like, well, he really tries. Seems like he cares.
Hey, man, it's like the fake it till you make it. It's not quite that, but like it's like kind of just like act like you're supposed to be there, and people will believe you. You know, if you're energetic about it's like when someone's telling a story and they're just talking like this, and it's like, so well, I don't give a shit. I immediately don't give a shit. Like, get me excited about your story.
Yeah, why am I gonna? I have a phone in my pocket, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I could be flipping through Instagram.
Yeah, I got Snapchat. I'm the only person you saw on Snapchat. You never were on Snapchat.
I was just like, I'm like, you're the last motherfucker on Snapchat. But doesn't Snapchat's got the? Well, I guess they all got the cool, like horse face filters. And
that's mainly Snapchat though. Like they're the ones.
They're the ones, which is super fun. I like just doing.
We'll fuck with them. We'll do it right after we're done. Yeah, we'll find
like the ones that like make your look like just big eyes and a big mouth.
Dude, Jamie and me, we have a couple that we sent back and forth to each other over the years. Like she would do one because I don't really do that. I just look at the videos on there to be honest, or I'll just send snaps to her and Connor. And two of my buddies in Arizona. It's the only people I send snaps to. But then Jamie, once in a blue moon, will send me like one where she has gone through the filters and finds some contorted face.
Yeah,
and then we send some back and forth. And honestly, probably some of the funniest videos we've ever sent to each other have been those because half of them are voice changers and we get into character and we act very silly.
Yeah, Chantel does one like where she's like this Jewish lady kind of.
Oh,
and it's hilarious.
Yeah, you always laugh.
She's got like a whole fucking shtick to it.
Yeah, you get into character. Yeah,
yeah. She's even got a husband. Her husband's name's Morty. Morty.
Morty. Let me get that. One little pop.
Wow. Ryan's currently puffing on nothing. Could be my penis. Could be a cigarette. Could be crack.
Send the 10,000.
It's definitely not marijuana.
Skipper's looking at me, judgmental. Are you judgmental? You're very protective.
I think we should do pretty soon. I think we should
make the OnlyFans.
No. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to do right now.
What, end the podcast?
I think we should do that when the, the ladies are gone.
No, we all start one. Oh, you know what we do? We all do podcasts. We all have our asses cheek to cheek. and then we just as we do, we just rotate our asses around. Every once in a while, I'll shave, and then we can put my hair on Jamie's ass, like we can glue it to Jamie's ass, and then you can shave, put your hair on Chantel's ass.
Like shave my ass?
I can guarantee you this will make us money with very limited amount of effort.
Yeah,
other than we're gonna have a itchy ass.
The fact that the thing is like unless we're getting fucking wet turd money, okay?
Oh, like $250K?
Yeah, let's cut. And we ain't
50K?
gonna make that. 50K. I mean, for
50K for just showing our asses.
Hell yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
All fucking day.
Yeah, okay, that's I don't want to go past there. Ideally, I would
here's
like
the
to
thing.
live with the asses only.
If it's that easy, man, everybody be doing it.
No,
No. Ryan goes.
we're way more creative.
I mean the act of shaving an ass and gluing the hair on an ass.
Hey, by the way,
The
that
thing
is
is-
intellectual property because I have stated that, and that is recorded.
Yeah, you just
If
got to say
take that-
.com.
Yeah,
after.
.com. .clown.
Shave your ass and then glue your hairs to or tape or
to your
insert
significant other's ass.
other adhesive onto another person's ass for entertainment.com.
.com. Yeah, done. See, you can't take it.
You can't take it, motherfucker. Bint said.
So yeah, so that's my thought. I say we bring this to a close. I feel like it's a good amount of time we've done this. I keep going, man. I think we're on fire right now.
Well,
But let's.
I think keeping it like a good hour and a half. It's probably a solid.
Right, and then we go out there, and then I think we talk to the ladies about this. And in the next podcast, we can divulge one what our OnlyFans account is, or
Yes.
their instant denial of our request.
It's probably going to be the second one.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be fun?
But the OnlyFans can happen anyways. So we can totally get creative with OnlyFans.
By the way, I don't know how many people listen to this anymore. I think
I think it went down a little bit.
did it go down? We did not do it.
I
for
think
a
we
month.
might be at a back down to the 11.
Back to the
baby.
11. Our ride and die, dude.
That's right. The
Our
ride and die.
Yeah.
For the people that just download it and don't really listen to it. Which we appreciate you doing that.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Leave the review.
You don't even have to listen to it.
No, just press it on. No, put on play. Turn the volume down. Leave your phone somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit. We're just trying to earn our first monies.
Yeah.
We're like $4
And
away.
you can get in at the bottom level right now. This is fucking grassroots,
That's
bro.
true, dude.
If you give us the money, bro.
Hey,
with
these people can be the ones that tell their friends, I was listening to them back in 2022.
yeah, you could be that person.
Dude, I don't even like them anymore. They've gotten way too mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, you could be that guy to say that thing
So
about
if you want to
us.
get in on the fucking ground level of
Yeah.
this shit, send the money to
Shaving hair off each other, putting them on each other's asses, while Skipper watches, and we make money.com.
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Sorry. Fuck. All right, do it again. All right, one time.
All right. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.